So we're back here on the Duncan Duo Show, and after listing and selling thousands of homes, we've done over $1 billion in real estate, which is pretty cool. We've seen it all when it comes to with the mistakes that you can make in turning a buyer off, with your listing. And Robert, obviously you've served hundreds. You've been president of our company during hundreds of home sales, and with the tenure through thousands of home sales. And a lackluster or non-existent description is one of those things that really turns people off.
Yeah, I'm always shocked when we meet with people who have been listed before, or people who get the idea that they want to give you everything in the listing appointment, which includes their own description. And you find that a lot of people don't put thought into the description, and there's so much more than just a short 2 or 3 sentences to describe the home. I mean, there's stuff you have to think about now about search engine optimization and keywords that you need to use and what buyers are actually looking for that might jump out in different searches and different online advertising. And I think that that's so important and stuff that is beyond what a lot of sellers are thinking that a description can contain.
And I think home sellers sometimes have this expectation of what their favorite things are about a home, but that might not be the most marketable thing to a buyer in today's market.
Well, I think sometimes, not that there's anything wrong with it, because I think a lot of little things could help you sell your home, but those little things are not as important to a buyer as they are to you. If you're a seller and you've been in your home for 10 years and you paid to have the most fanciest closing doors on your kitchen cabinets and they close, at a certain ratio and all that, the buyer's going to like that, but they don't need to be told that in the description right up front. I like to say that the description, it's almost like you're online dating. And the description, it's supposed to catch somebody. And you don't find out all the details and all the nitty gritty until you go on a couple dates and until
that's so accurate. Like you want someone to swipe right? Like
yeah,
you don't want the left swipe, you want the right swipe.
And
so
that goes with good qualities too. I mean, you can't sit there and tell somebody every single thing about you in an online description for dating, just like you can't for a house. You can't go into so many details. You need to grab them because you want them to go see the property.
Home sellers, sometimes they want us to be there and present at the showing and spew and vomit all these facts at people. And unfortunately, that doesn't work. The reality is just like when you went on your first, you want them to fall in love with the house and then learn the facts. And they're not going to fall in love with the house if you're overwhelming them with information. They need to kind of experience the house, walk through, spend some time in it.
Real estate is number one emotional. Somebody's going to come in and get emotionally invested in the property. They're going to feel a certain way when they come through the front door. They're actually going to start that showing when they see the home online. So when they're coming to the door the first time and they're walking in, if you're as an agent there and you're meeting them there or as a seller to spew all these facts at them, you totally take them out of that emotional moment.
Yep.
And you can really ruin it for somebody when they can't take everything in.
I mean, think of it like this. You're on a date. You're on your first date. You're out at Olive Garden. And they're bringing you
salad and breadsticks.
They're bringing you the unlimited salad and breadsticks, and then they're going to bring you the spaghetti carbonara, and so you're waiting for that, and you're talking, and you're just looking at how beautiful this woman is, how great she is, and then she says, "My credit score is 742. I've been employed at my job for 2.7 years, and I get a master's degree from Harvard." Buzzkill. It's over. You just lost all the interest. You were waiting on bread and salad, and you just got a bunch of facts spewed at you.
And there's some people that will, they will be into that. But we're talking about how your house can appeal to the most people.
Correct.
And the most people are not going to be into that. And the buyer agent that's working with those clients, that buyer agent knows how to sell the clients, her clients, or his clients on the property. When you're there and you're wanting to spew all that information, or your agent's there wanting to spew all that information, again, it takes the emotion out of the moment, and it also doesn't allow that agent to actually sell what their client might like about the house to their client. And I think that that process really starts online with the description, and it works its way all the way through the showing, and then all the way through to closing.
And I think another thing that messes people up, amateur hour photographs. I mean, come on, that's a thing that causes listings not to stand out. I can't tell you. I still see it today, and it amazes me. Photos where you can see the car mirror. Like the
Yes.
people didn't even get out of the car. There's a car mirror in the photo. Are you
That
kidding
in
me?
the bathroom photo where you can see your
the person.
reflection. in the
Yeah,
mirror.
yeah. Like there's it amazes me that still exists, but it
Well,
does.
and it gives the business a bad name. I mean, we work so hard, and there's such a difference between that type of marketing and the marketing that we do, or another great company does.
And the photography equipment and standards change constantly. You have to be with a company that's on the forefront of things and they're evolving with that. I mean, when 3D tours came out, we started doing Matterport 3D photography. When drones came out, we started doing drone videos and drone photography. And so we're constantly evolving and adding new things to the mix to make sure that we're staying ahead of all these trends. Last but not least, not getting staging advice about your house. A lot of our agents can give customer staging advice. We have some third-party companies we work with. There's stuff you can watch on TV. I mean, the reality is people aren't buying your stuff. You have to hide your stuff, put your stuff away, make your house as neutral and decluttered as possible so that it can show in its best light. So those are the reasons why your listing doesn't stand out, maybe why your house hasn't sold. So hopefully those tips, are helping, can help you. If your home has not sold and it's come off the market and your agent didn't give you that advice, maybe you don't want to go back to your agent, then give us a shout. We'd love the opportunity to talk to you about the unique and different marketing strategies we have. Check out our website, theduncanduo.com, get a free home value estimate. Apply for our instant cash offer, a guaranteed home sale program. Again, that's theduncanduo.com.